Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Gardening with Oliver. I'm Oliver, your host. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong channel. What is it? Oh, welcome back to my channel, Monkey Wrench. I'm Kelly, the monkey with the wrench. Hi. Today we're gonna be working on this beast right here. Let me see if I can move my tripod. This is my favorite little Hustler zero turn, and it has been down for a while because quite frankly I just have not had the time to mess with it. But if you've been keeping up with my channel, I did post a short a few months ago and I said that I was driving it. I had just gotten finished cutting the yard. I had one swath left, I think, and all of a sudden the blade shut off and I looked down and my belt had come off. This is my blade belt for the deck. And I walked around the yard and found, I don't even know what I did with it, it's been so long, but I found that a pulley had come off the deck. It had broken, and so my belt, you know, wasn't being held in place and all blah blah blah. So I ordered a new pulley, which I think I still have the bag it came in. This is a deck pulley. It's an idler pulley. I went to the store and bought a new bolt. This is a 1/2 inch bolt by 3 inches. I bought a washer to match, and I bought a nylon locking nut. And basically this side goes down. It has a extension that comes out. This side goes down on the deck like that, and then the bolt comes up from underneath of the deck through the pulley, then you tighten it down, and this is just an idler pulley. It just spins and the belt goes through it. So I'm going to show you where that's located, and it's a real easy fix. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to pull the deck. It's a whole lot of work just to show you guys, but this, if I can get my hand down to it right here, this is what broke. This is the bolt and nut that comes up from underneath of the deck, and the pulley just sheared off right in the center and the whole thing just flipped off. So all I have to do is take this nut off. I'm not sure if that bolt is permanently attached to the deck or not. So what I'm going to do is get a wrench socket. I'm going to pull this nut right here, and then there'll be the sleeve that was the center of that pulley will be on there, and I'll have to get that off. It's a rusty mess. Let me get some tools. Alright, let's try take 3. Ha! This is a 3/4 inch bolt nut. Let's get this on here. I got it most of the way off. What it seems to be is sort of a carriage bolt that comes up from underneath and goes into a square hole that's on the deck. So what I'm going to have to do, of course, is I can't reach over the whole side of the machine with the left arm while my arm is under the right side, under the deck, trying to reach that bolt. So give me a few minutes to figure out what I'm going to do here. I got to get this stupid nut off. Alright, well, hopefully one day I'll have a camera, man. This is the bolt right here, and it is a carriage style bolt. You can see it has a square head on it. This comes up from underneath the blade deck, and it goes into, let's see if I can show you. This is the sleeve. That was the inside, and there's the square hole. So now you can see how that carriage bolt would come up from underneath and turn until it fits into that square hole, and that's what keeps it from spinning. And I did, in fact, have to take my impact gun. Everything just wants to fall on the ground. I did have to take my impact gun, put it in place, and I had to use my left arm to barely reach the trigger while reaching from underneath of the deck to to keep that nut pushed up. Yeah. To keep that nut pushed up into the square so it wouldn't spin and I could spin that nut off. Now, there's nothing wrong with this bolt. And I gotta find the nut. It's here somewhere. But I will find that in a minute off camera. I'm sure it fell down in the dirt somewhere where it'll be a 20-minute thing to find it. The good news is that I spoke with my benefactor. We made the final arrangements yesterday. I'm going up to the county building tomorrow to see about permits. We're going to be building a shop here. Proper shop, somewhere in the neighborhood of 16 by 20, 10 feet tall, full lighting, air conditioning and heating, so I'm not boiling in the summer and freezing in the winter here in Florida. But let's just get back to this. Let me get you in the tripod. So basically now all I have to do is reverse the process. I'm gonna take the bolt out that I bought. And I bought that on a whim because I wasn't sure what kind of shape the bolt was that was on there. This is the part that busted. If I can pick that up off the ground. You can see that just came right out of the center of that old pulley. And that's what failed. So all I have to do now is sit this back on the deck, come down from underneath of the blade deck, push this back up, and then tighten my nut down. And this new nut might not fit these threads. Oh, it looks like it'll fit fine. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reverse the process, put it back in place, then we're gonna put the belt on and make sure everything works. All right, now what I did, because again, I couldn't get the bolt up from underneath, get the pulley on top of it, get the nut on, unless I was holding that bolt up, and there's no way that my arms were long enough to go halfway under the zero, then above the whole thing, and back halfway down, all the way down to reach that. So what I did was I lifted up the deck as high as I could, then I actually used a roll of duct tape, and I put that under there so that the bolt went down and rested on it. And then I lowered the deck down as far as I could until the duct tape, the roll, held up the bolt to where the square portion of the carriage bolt was in its square hole. And then I was able to come up top, put the pulley on, put the nut on, and then spin it on with the impact driver. It's always a pain in the butt when you're doing repairs like this by yourself. But I can tell you, most of the time, if you do a little bit of out-of-the-box thinking, and you don't mind getting a little dirty, you can get it done. You can always use a clamp or a clip or a block or something to act as a third hand while you get a few things together. Now all that's left is to go ahead and put our deck back on. This is a 52-inch cut Hustler Raptor, and there's your blade belt, your belt guide. Now this right here is the pulley that we just replaced. So all I'm gonna do now is feed the belt around, and this one right here is your tension pulley. This is the one that you can move, you can pull on by hand. So I'm gonna go ahead, feed the belt around the PTO clutch, bring it up around all of these, leaving this one for last, and then I'm gonna be able to pull this one to the side to slide the belt over it and put tension back on it. It's not difficult. Most of the time, I've seen people try and do it with a pair of pliers. They might take off the spring. What I use is a small piece of paracord, a couple of feet long, because you're going to need to be able to put your belts on out in the field sometimes. These machines are used commercially, so whether you're at someone's house, whether you're at your own shop, whatever, you can usually put a piece of paracord around that spring-loaded one, pull on it, then feed the belt over and let it go back, and the paracord, or even a thicker piece of rope, this is 3/8 rope, Anything will work that will give you some grip so that you can get one hand on it and pull while you put the belt on. So let me go ahead and put that in place. And then I have to put a battery in this thing that's charged, and then we'll take it for a drive and make sure everything's working. All right, now let's see if the blades work. Grass has to be cut today anyway. It's just that easy to get the new idler pulley on and in place. And as you can see, well, hopefully you can see, it's still kind of sunny, that the blades are now working. I just cut that patch right there. The belt was easy enough to put back on. So that should be pretty much be it. If you have a machine like this and you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment. If there's some part of this you would have liked to have seen, this is my personal machine. So if there's some repair on here you need, or something in this repair that maybe I couldn't get the camera to film, let me know in the comments and I'll do what I can to make something for you. Yesterday was our best day so far. In 24 hours, I got 117 new subscribers. So, new records being broken on this channel every day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's somewhere between my chin and my balls. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell a friend. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.